In this video, we are going to solve the first problem under file section in JNTU R18 language syllabus. This program is basically to display the contents of a file to the standard output device. For that, what I did was I opened my VS Code and created a file and copy pasted the question here. Before solving this problem, we need to understand certain things about files. Basically, when it comes to files, we are going to do only three operations. Okay, first thing that we are going to do is open the file and read or write stuff into that and close the file. That's it. Like any other physical file that we normally do, we'll take a file, open it, whether we wanted to read it or write it, and then we are going to close it. Let's look at the syntax for opening a file. So basically, you have this type called file, like the data type that we normally have int, char. Likewise, we have this file type. Okay, this is a pointer that actually points to the file that you wanted to open. It clearly says that fp is a pointer to a file and fopen returns a pointer to a file. And also, let's see an example. Okay, this is how we declare a file pointer, and we open the file, and name is where we are going to give the name of the file, and the mode, whether you wanted to open the file in read mode or write mode or append mode. Depending on the mode, the file will be opened accordingly, and the file pointer will be returned, and it will be stored in fp. So one example is you can actually declare a file pointer like this and go ahead fp and fopen. This is some file location. Okay, there is this file 1.txt. I am opening it in read mode. R means nothing but read mode. Or simplify, or simply we can actually write in a single line like this. So after you open the file, we are supposed to either read or write data into the file. So basically, if you are looking at this video, you might have already solved certain problems in C language. Okay, so we are very much familiar with printf and scanf. Printf is normally pointed to the monitor, okay, or the screen, standard output, and scanf always points to the keyboard. Okay, and similarly we have putchar and getchar. Putchar is always pointed to the screen, standard output, and getchar is always pointed to the keyboard. Okay, but when it comes to files, it is slightly different. This time we are supposed to have functions or that are pointed to files instead of this monitor or keyboard. So here we can see two functions, getC and putC. getC is basically to read the data from the file, and putC is simply to put data into the file, okay, or write data into the file. The syntax also you can see. This is a function and it takes an argument. All you have to do is a file pointer, pass the file pointer, and you will see the data is being read character by character from that file. Similarly, when it comes to putC, you are going to put the character here, okay, and then whatever you put here, that character will be written into the file or the file pointer that you normally give here. We'll try to use the same in our problem. So finally, we are supposed to close the file, and the syntax for it is simply fclose and the file pointer. So now we'll start writing the program. So in order to the basic functions that we need in order to kick off a C program, I already made a separate video on that. You can check that video link in the description. So directly, I'm gonna go ahead and start writing the main function. Okay, and then what we are supposed to do is, all we have to do is display the contents of a file. So here I'm going to create a dummy file, and I'll name it as file.txt, and that this is a dummy file for demo purpose. Okay, now first we are supposed to open the file. Three things we discussed, right? First one is to open in read or write mode, and write or read the stuff, and then close the file. So to open the file, let's look at the syntax once again. So this is the syntax. I'm going to simply write that syntax here. Basically, our file is in the same location, so I just give the file name, and then I'm opening it in read mode because I'm supposed to read it and display it to the standard output device. And this file type and fopen, all those things are already defined in stdio.header file. So the heavy lifting is already been done. All we have to do is use those things and get the sub done. So before reading the data from the file, first we need to check whether this file is null or not. So basically, if the file is not there, then a null will be returned, and we are checking that pointer to whether if it is null, then all we have to do is, hey, the file are unable to locate the file, and then we're going to simply exit the program. And to use the exit, we are supposed to use std lib.h header file. Now we can start writing the code. So in order to read from the file, we already have seen that we need to use getc and to write to the file putc, but in our case we are not writing it to the file, so we don't be using putc, but we are going to use putchar. We already seen discussed about putchar. Putchar will directly go and print it on the monitor, and here that is what we are supposed to do. So I'm going to use putchar and getc. Let's try to get the getc syntax. Okay, getc is very straightforward. So int c equal to, what I can do is get c. I'm looking at that, and the pointer is fp. That's it. That's the syntax. So basically, it will return character by character from the file, and if it doesn't find anything in the file, or the file is over, the content of the file is over, or if any error occurs during the reading of the file, it will return EOF. So what I can do is I can put it in int while c equal to get c of fp, and I'm gonna remove here, and here directly I'm gonna check not equal to end of file. Till then, what I'm gonna do is simply I'm gonna put char c. That's it. And finally we are supposed to close the file, and let's look at the syntax of the file. Directly it is f close fp. That's it. We are done writing the program. Let's go ahead and compile it and execute and check it out. So I'm gonna open the terminal. Okay, and now gcc print contents of the file. Any errors? No errors, nothing. And you can see a.out file has come. So directly I can give a.out. And yes, this is a dummy file for demo purpose. Whatever we have given here that has come here, added another line. Okay, and we'll directly execute it. See, added another. Simply we are reading the contents from this file and displaying it on the standard output. So we'll check this condition also here. If I give file -1, basically that file is not there, so obviously it has to throw the error unable to locate the file, and compile it. Run it, unable to locate the file. Our program is working perfectly fine. Thank you all for watching this video. If you like the video, please go ahead and like the video, share and subscribe for more similar tech content.